Howdy folks, welcome to episode 54. Today we're not going to build this because it's kind of a long story, so I'm going to tell you. So what I did was I started recording, I recorded what was going to be episode 54, and I started working on this, and basically, as you can see, we got a lot of progress, and I got what was a smooth transition over here, and the bridge, and all this fun stuff. And it looks cool, but the problem is once we get past this point here, all of this is just like a giant mess. And the problem is we're going to have not just a bridge across this giant chasm here, but also we're just going to have a whole bunch. It's basically all of this over here is going to have to be bridges, because this is not smooth enough to be able to really follow it around on all of the, as you see here, we're basically just going to have to put bridges up. And so across this chasm and everything too. And then there's all these bridges here. So basically the whole thing is just like a giant sky bridge. So I did all of this building, and then after I was done recording what would have been episode 54, there was no audio. So yeah, the mic, it was using the wrong mic, and basically one that wasn't attached or whatever, and so it didn't record me any of the voice or anything. And I considered doing a like a bad lip reading version. Hide the forks. We're gonna tape some filthy fur. I've mamboed nonstop since December. Yeah, like that. For the whole episode, but I mean, it would have taken forever, and honestly, I don't think this was really going to turn out the way I wanted it to. It just would have been, I mean, if we're going to do that much bridge just to go around the whole thing, right? If we're going to do all that and then have just that entire thing be all bridge, I mean, it would make more sense. It would be just as ridiculous to basically have this be a sky bridge that goes up this way and just cuts right across the chasm this way instead, and then goes up to here. But I don't think that's really what we wanted to do, and it's not going to work out the way I wanted to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and reload, because this save, I'm not going to keep this save or whatever. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to reload, and instead what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and for this episode, and we're going to basically make this come out over this way and come down here if we can, and basically we're going to swing out wider and see if we can make this see if we can make this come down this way and not go up such a big hill. So that's going to be the plan for today. That's what we're going to do in episode 54. So let me go reload, and I'll be back in just a second. All right, we are back, and this is weird. When I hit the control key, it does this. I'm not sure what that even is. That's weird. Okay, anyway, it's not really relevant, but I think what we want to try to do is we want to try to come basically from here. We want to try to start elevating and coming up this way. And so I want to see what it'll take. Let's just get some trees out of the way here first, and we'll see what it'll take to get this out of here. Let's go back this way. So we want to go in a path. I think what we'll do is we'll lay down some here. Get a path going this way. We're going to lay down some whatchamacallit. I can't remember what it's called now. The water towers. We're going to drop a water tower here because we need to be able to get up to the top of the thing here. So let's lay down a water tower, and we'll see what we can do as far as, let's clear a path here. So I need to decide, basically I need to decide whether we're going to, here, is this, let me see if we got, yeah, I've got auto click now. Okay, I need to decide if we're going to actually, I've got the grass turned off too, if we're going to come up the hill suddenly, or if we're basically going to go over that track. I like the cross sections there. I enjoy having those there. So I'm kind of hesitant to remove them, but at the same time, you know, I'm not sure how well they're going to actually function with this. So which way are we coming off of? We're coming off of this track here. It's this one? Yeah. So it's this one, and when I want to go towards the water tower. So we need to come up this way. Let's get these trees here. You can do it. Get that one. There we go. And that one there. They're going to do it. And because this is pretty steep. So that's the thing. Is I'm not sure, because we're going to be, remember, we're going to be coming up those with oil trucks. With the oil cars, I mean. And, you know, those are pretty heavy. So we do want to not have like giant slopes if we can avoid it, reasonably avoid it. We probably don't want to have a giant grade coming up this hill. So I think what we'll try maybe is we're going to set some, do that, and let's make sure, yeah, it is still on. Okay. Let's see. All right, it's off now. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to try groundwork, constant grade. We're going to try this and see what we get. So we're going to go like this. We're going to come off of here. And then we're going to go like this. See what we can do as far as this goes. So we would have to hit the ground by this point. And so let's see what kind of grade we need in order to hit the ground at that point. So let's go like 3, 4. We would need a 4% grade to be able to get up that hill. I don't think the other one was 4%. And 4% is kind of extreme. So the other thing, what if we do, because the other thing is we do need to be able to get down to there by that point. So, I mean, we do have a limited number of options. The other thing we can do is if we come down at 2%, see, we can do that. We could come down at 2%. And then we could go across this, right? Let's go like this. I don't want to do the other one because obvious reasons here, right? It should be obvious reasons. Okay, so we could do this. And then, yeah, because I don't want to smack into the trucks with that. We could do that, and then we could do groundwork, constant grade. So we could do this again, and let's go down at 2%, and let's see how long it actually takes to get back down to ground level here. And we'll see. I think this is doable. Because yeah, we'll hit the ground. Oh, that's perfect, right? Yeah, see, we'll hit it right at that thing. Okay, so that's, I think, what we need to do is we can start. We could probably even just use this one, right? Can we hit the? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so that's what we want to do is we want to bring this one up to here. And then we want to do I suppose we could probably do that with a with this kind of groundwork instead, because the other kind is pretty ridiculous, I think. Yeah, I think it's a little ridiculous being that tall. So we'll do the stone wall instead. And so what we'll do is we'll go like this, groundwork, constant stone wall, like this, and we're going to go 2%, and we're going to go like this, and we'll get this replaced, and then we can take out the other wall, the other, whatchamacallit, the other groundwork. And then I think this will be the hard part as far as that goes. The easy part will be after this. So, and then we should be able to just come straight down into the thing. I think actually we could probably end this earlier, but yeah, let's go like this. And we'll do that. Okay, so we can get rid of, let's demolish the groundwork here. This groundwork. Let's get up on here so we're not trapped, right? We'll demolish that groundwork. Is that the old stuff? Okay, that's the old stuff. The big trick is going to be, I'm going to have those rails underneath there, and I need to figure out how to get rid of those without, I probably should have done it before I put on this, but it was so, I mean, I was trying to just throw it together, and I wasn't expecting that to be something I was going to keep, but it turned out so nice, you know? How am I going to throw that away, right? Okay, so yeah, we'll have to figure out where we can get rid of those tracks there, because that looks like that's going to be, well, we're not going to do the crossing, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so then we're going to have this and this. We can get rid of that, and then what we can do is we can have our bridge. We're going to do our little steel trestle bridge here, and we just need it to be like that. I think that's how it works, right? Because if we go farther, I think that's the one that has the, yeah, okay, that has the things coming down. Okay, so if we go like this until it pops, where'd it go? There it is, it's right there. Go like this. Is it? Yep, that's what we want. All right. And then can we extend that? I'm not sure if it'll let me extend this without. Can we do it like that? No, it won't let me. Okay, so we're gonna have to do it that way, the way we were doing it before. All right, so let's go like, can we jump to that? Almost. All right, let's go like, we'll just fly up to it or teleport. Actually, just teleport to it. I think that'll be easier. Teleport here, right? Okay. So let's get this. Bridges, steel trestle bridge. Let's get this nice and centered on here. There we go. Doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be nice. Where's it pop out? There it is. Okay. There we go. Steel trestle bridge. Is that's actually all we need, is we just need the two segments, right? Because that's past the side. Yeah, that's far enough. Okay, cool. And then we can just do the whatchamacallit from there. Okay, so let's go across here. And let's go like this. And we're going to demolish. You know what? Let's just get rid of this groundwork first. Because we can get rid of the tracks that way. I think it's pretty obvious where that's going to go, right? Okay. So, and then we can go and dump these tracks. Get rid of these tracks here. That means we can get rid of that switch. So let's go demolish rails. And we're going to get rid of this. Get rid of all this. So that we can, yeah, that's going to be interesting. I guess we can just do, yeah, I'm going to miss those. I like that we had the crossings that way. It was kind of cool. Because that was like the only ones of those kinds that we had. Then we can get rid of the, whatchamacallit too. We're going to go like that. And connect these. I think the other improvement I want to make is the when we go up and around this corner, I want to take this segment and make it run along these mountains and stuff, and not be so stupid. Basically, it's kind of crummy. All right. There we go. All right, cool. So we've got those. We've got our bridge, and then we can get rid of demolish groundwork. Is that all gonna? Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Okay. And then we can probably get rid of, I mean, we can leave this as a siding. There's no reason to particularly to remove that switch. We can just leave that as a siding if we need to, right? So let's put some groundwork here. And we'll go like this. I'm not sure why that needs to be there, right? But yeah, we could do this sort of deal. And put some track along here. All right. If we wanted to. I'm not sure if that's the better design. There's no reason we're ever going to need... We've got that big siding, right? Yeah, let's take this out. I'm going to change my mind 50 times, right? After we get it all done and get the switch out, then I'm going to change my mind and decide that the switch needed to be there. All right, we're going to get rid of that. Oh, that sucked. All right, and then we're going to get rid of track. There we go. And then we're going to put our groundwork back in. Let's go like this. And we'll just connect this to here. That's totally fine. All right, and then we can go like this. That. Oh, I just screwed that up, didn't I? Okay. All right. We're going to take this back a little bit too. A little bit more room. Let's see here. Is it not going to reach? Oh, it's not going to reach. Okay. Well, that sucks. It was like just too short to reach. Okay. Does that look like... That looks... Yeah, that's close enough. That's fine. It doesn't... I don't need to do the overlapping thing. Okay. I need to check on something, and I will be right back. All right, we're back, and let's go teleport here onto this again. There we go. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get this thing going at a 2%. You know what? I think we should do not constant. We should do variable. We're going to do 2%. And if we need to at the very end, we can make a little tiny little, whoops. We can make a tiny little 3% segment, right? So we're going to bring this across to here. I guess that's as far as it's going to go, isn't it? Okay, there. And then up to here. It's perfect, I think. Whoops. Okay, let's go like this. We're going to teleport here. All right, so we've got this up to here. Let me see if that's gonna fit. Yep, okay, it's not gonna, it looked like it was, from where we were sitting, it looked like it might have been able to like knock a train off kind of thing. All right. Let me see. What if we go like this? That'll actually fit. Huh. Okay. Although, if we just go like this, and then what's that look like? Where's that gonna end? Yeah, I think we can do it in one segment. So we'll go like, or we could do that too, because that'll actually have the other segment in there, right? Let's try it like this and see what we can do. So we're gonna have to teleport back onto the top of this again. We're gonna be doing a lot of teleporting, aren't we? So anyway, they said that they actually set a date for real, and that the whatchamacallit is going to be out on May 20th, the first beta of the spline update. That looks like that'll leave us room. Okay, so we're going to go up at 2%. See how far we can get on this. Go like this. And see if that'll get us. Oh, look at that. How beautiful is that, right? All right, so if we come this way a little bit. What if we go 2 1/4? 2 1/4 is perfect. Okay. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that, right? Okay, so 2 1/4. That gets us up to where we need to be. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to find a path through this that's going to get us up to the other place. So let's see, because this is going to be a straight line here. And so I think where we want to go is like here, right? Let's try this, and then let's see where we are on the map. See, we need to come up way farther than that, don't we? So we need to turn. We're going to turn this way, and then we're going to come across to here. So this is where we need to get to, is this little edge of the hill here, right? Because then what we can do is we can come out along that part. So we want to face this a little bit more this direction. Okay. So let's see what we can do as far as this. And see, that's going to bring us up beside that. Okay, is that where we wanted to be? It's not really where we wanted to be. We wanted to be over this way more. Right? Yeah, we want to be like over here. Okay. So maybe on the edge of this hill here is where we need to be. Let's see what that's going to look like. Yeah, because we want to come off of this siding here to that, and then over to this. Okay, so this one could even come in a little bit more, but I think that's what we want to, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so let's see what we have as far as, we're probably going to need to do a little bit of a bridge over that, but we'll see what we've got as far as the this goes, the groundworks. So we're going to want groundworks that comes out from here, and we're going to want a constant grade, right? So maybe we could come down a %. That looks good. And then let's see what we've got here. See, we've got this giant thing here. So I'm kind of thinking instead of this, we should do like we did last time and do the wall. So let's get a little bit out here, and then we'll switch to the wall. So we want to go, is that the direction we're looking to go? Kind of, yeah. Okay, so why don't we take our logging tool, get these trees out of the way. There we go. We get all the trees out of the way. We'll try to clear a straight path so we can see where we're going. Is it gonna? There we go. All right. Get all these out of here. Come on, you can do it. And we want to come out. See, I can't even see. That's definitely why we want to do this. Can't see which direction we're supposed to be going. We want to go this direction, right? So we want to go, let's get this one too. All right, we want to go this way. See if we can do this. We want to come across here. Can we not hit that one? Thank you. This one. I swear they're being like really difficult this time. Because the thing is, we need to figure out how much we need to come up or down across this chasm. And we might even just do a bridge instead of the other. We might do a wooden bridge instead. Let's see what we've got here. Because see, that thing is way over there, so I'm kind of thinking that we might just do over here instead. But the thing is, if we come in over here, then we have to turn at a different place too. So that's going to be the trick. But I don't think we're too crammed in with our turn. I don't think we're going to be making too difficult of a turn if we do that. So we'll just keep going here. See what we've got. Where is... Yeah, we're facing toward it. Okay. Can you go away? There we go. Yeah, we want to come in this way and then start. Yep. And then start turning over here. I think what we might do is bring this groundwork over so that we know where we're coming across. Because we should be able to find it now that we've cut all these trees out of the way, right? Let's get this one. All right, and let's go like this. Demolish facilities. There we go. Okay, so let's go with our groundwork. We're going to go constant. Let's go variable grade. It doesn't need to be constant grade for this. All right, so we're going to go, yeah, see, we want to go up a little bit. And then we're going to start turning, and we're going to level out here. Nope, okay, we're going to go down to 1%. And then level out. And let's see, let's look at the map here. Is pretty much where we wanted to go. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect. Okay, good. So we want to go out this. Is that, yeah, yep, that's where we want to go. Okay, so we want to do this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put a bridge across here. And so let's get our bridge. And we're going to go, we'll just try going in a straight line. We'll see what we can do as far as going in a straight line goes. And actually, if we leave the Alt key on, then it will go in a straight line, won't it? Let's see. Oh, that looks perfect. Okay, cool. So we'll go like this. I mean, that's about as, look at that. That's about as perfect as you can get, right? All right, so we're going to go just a little bit of turn, and we'll probably need to come down like 1/4%, if that. Let's see. A 0.5%. Let's come up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, yep, we'll do this. Okay, so that bridge is set, and then what we can do is we can do our groundwork, and we'll go like this. 4. Yeah, that works. All right. 4 3/4, but it's just this tiny little section, so it's totally fine. That'll be able to handle that. Okay, so let's clear off this. We'll get all the logs cleared out here. Whoops, all the trees, that is. Get all these trees out of here. And then we should be able to lay our track across it and see if we can get it to work. I'd love to be able to try a run at this within this episode, but I don't think we're going to have time for that. I'm not sure that we'll have time to actually test out the track and run a train down it, but we will be able to do that next time, because we need to connect up the other end of this too, and I need to figure out how to delete the track that's underneath. It'd be nice if you could do like a no-clip mode with the whatchamacallit, right? Here, whoops. Wow. I've got the run speed up higher, I think, is what's going on here. Get that one out of there, and we'll clean up the rest of this. Yeah, I've got the run speed way higher than normal. I usually have it on the slowest, and I've got it on the medium or whatever. Okay, so let's go back this way. We'll go up our thing. Yeah, see, we've still got one that's not out of the way yet. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Look at how smooth that bridge is. That's a nice smooth bridge. And then we can come across here. We can get rid of that one. And then we're going to come through here. Let's get rid of these 3 trees here. This one, and this one. And then we come across, and we have our bridge. And our bridge looks like, yep, it looks like our bridge is going to work. Okay, cool. And then we've got these. And then this comes down. Okay, so we need to connect our track to this track. So let's demolish some tracks. Let's demolish this. Can we get rid of, yeah, thank you. All right, and then that, and that's the switch. And that's perfect because, yeah, if it went back any farther, we'd end up with problems. Okay, so we've got a clear run from here to the other end. So we're going to get our track up to there. And then we'll figure out how to delete the old track if it even needs it. And get this up here. If we can. It's gonna do this whole thing with me, right? It's gonna mess with me. Getting each end. All right, and then yeah, I think this is gonna be nice. Like I said, I really like the crossing, and I want an excuse to do those, but I think I'm trying to remember now. They're not going to do the procedural switches at first. So with the first spline update, we're not going to have the procedural switches right away. So we are going to have the pre-made and pre-sized and everything, pre-angled, pre-sized, all that. So that's going to be still a thing. But I think they said that that we will have the procedural diamond crossings or whatever they call them. But yeah, those things go like this. We're going to come out to the outside a little bit here. There we go, so that we can come across this. And I'm not going to put the bridge decking on there. I might decide to do that later, but yeah, I don't think that's a high priority right now. It's not high priority. So we're going to have different ways to come out of this. Because coming down that hill isn't so bad. Any of the locomotives can manage coming down that hill. The one that comes out of here, but it'll be nice for the ones like when we're bringing our oil trains back up. And you can actually still go around to the ironworks and then come around, right? So if you really wanted to, you could go around to the ironworks and then come back up and go around that and go up that hill if you want. But I don't think that's going to be something that anybody wants to do anytime. And then here, we got our little transition here. Need to do this instead. Start clicking them when they're way up here instead of waiting till they're in front of my face, right? There we go. And it's cool that, so they said that the segments, you'll be able to control the angle and the height and, you know, the curve angle and all that stuff, and they're going to be able to snap into each other. Basically all the things that are difficult right now are going to be addressed. So it's going to be huge quality of life for making the tracks. It'll be a huge quality of life update. See how that looks behind us. It's a little wiggly, but that's okay. I know somebody out there is screaming, "No, it isn't." Yes, it is. All right. Can we get that? There we go. All right. It's like, you know, your brain wants you to click on the wood part, not the hole between them, but the bounding box, apparently it does include the hole between them. So there we go. The bounding box for clicking on these. It's not a super complicated, you know, every little rail has its own bounding box kind of thing. All right. Almost across the bridge. Yeah, if I wanted to get fancy, I could put the decking on this longer section especially, but this is going to be, I think we're probably going to get a couple more episodes. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how long the actual, like, playable, because I think the first one is not really going to be, the first update is not going to be that playable. It's more going to be like a tech demo kind of thing. All right, let's get that. Should be able to get across that whole thing like that. Let's look from the side and see how that looks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. See, I wanted to go across that transition like that so that we don't have, yep, so that we don't have like a giant, you're going straight, then suddenly you're going down, then you're suddenly going flat again, because that's, that's how you bounce the stuff off the track, right? All right, and I think we're probably going to be close to running out of segments that we can add anyway. See if we can get this hooked in to the other track. And I think we'll just leave this like this. Let's go like, we'll do this. How's that look behind us? Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. We're gonna go like this. Whoops. Did it not take? Didn't take. Oh, that's our last segment. Yeah, see, I told you we were getting to our last... Wow. We were getting to our last segment, and there it is. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to put another switch out here, right? We want to put... This switch comes out and then does that. I'm kind of thinking maybe we want to do a switch here. Just put a switch in the middle and have it come out. Let's see what that would look like. Switch right. Will we be able to put a switch in here? If we put a switch in there, I think we could do that. Yeah, I think that's doable. All right, so let's go like this. We're going to demolish these rails. Remember, this is like, we're going to have to test dropping our barrels onto it at the same time. Okay, and then we're going to go like this. Rails, switch right. Okay. And then, see, we might even have to change that switch out and make it a switch with the other side. So I think I know what we can do for that. Let's do a crossover. Let's hook our crossover onto this. And then we're going to delete this, demolish rails. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go a switch right with that on that side. And then we're going to hook it to this. And hopefully that's the same. Yeah, see, those aren't the same. They are definitely not the same. Okay. So we're going to have to fix that up. So the question is it worth doing all that in order to get this? I'm kind of thinking it's better off to just not have this switch in here and maybe put one up there and do that as a bypass. Yeah. No, I think that's, yeah, because this one is not, this one doesn't have the option to go out to the other thing. So, yeah. Yeah, actually, we're going to take this out of here. We're going to put our rails back in here. Let's go like this. We're going to go rails, switch, right. We're going to hook this one on here. Hopefully those are... Why is it suddenly not the same? Is it because of... Oh, it's elevation. Okay. It's because of the elevation. All right, so we're going to have to go like this. And we're going to have to put our grade on here. There we go. And let's try that. Let's see if we can get our... Well, if that's the case, then this should work, right? Let's see. It's close. Yeah, we're going to have to do it either way. Okay. All right, well, I think we are out of time today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up. Yeah, I'm going to clean this up, put these back, test and make sure that this actually works the way it's supposed to. And what we'll do is we'll put a switch in here, this little straightaway. We'll put a switch in that comes out and connects to that. And that way, when we're coming through, we can bypass this whole side and come around to get our oil and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 54. Join me in episode 55. We'll try out our new track, and we will see you then. Later.